I am Nathaniel P Hoot-Whistle, and the other day I received a communication in the mail, and it was an envelope, and I looked at it, and I opened that sucker up. I just tore it right open, and inside was a card, and on that card it said, "Won't you come? ... I thought, what is this, some kind of joke, son? Someone playing some kind of trick on me? I don't like this, son. I don't like people playing pranks on me. If you're gonna say something to me, just come right out and be direct and say it. Don't play some kind of weird game of subtlety. I don't play that kind of crap. I don't do that, son." So you know what I did? I took that card and I just threw it into my fire, and I watched it burn. And the very next day, I received another card, and it said, "How dare you throw my invitation into the fire?" How could this person know I did that unless they were at the window watching me? Oh my God, it's some kind of psycho. Some psycho sending me some kind of cards, and they're watching me, what I'm doing. So I thought, well, I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to set fire to this card, but I decided to do it upstairs. I got myself a box of matches, and I went up to my bedroom, and I closed the curtains, and I lit up that match, and I set fire to that card, and then I threw it in the trash. The next day I received another card, and it said, "I saw you burn that card in your bedroom and throw it in the trash." How could that person know that? My curtains were closed. There's no way they could have seen that. And I started getting shivers down my spine. I started freaking out. What the hell's going on here, son? I think I'm being targeted by some kind of psycho. I really do. I thought maybe it was a psycho. I thought yesterday it was a psycho, and then I thought, no, maybe someone just playing a joke, but now I'm starting to think it is a psycho. So I got that card, and I just tore it in two, and I just threw it behind me. And then I thought, this person must have cameras in my house. There's no way they could have seen me at the window because my curtains are closed, so they must have put cameras inside my house. How did they do that? It must have been when I was on one of my strange adventures. They must have come inside and put cameras inside my house. I couldn't see no cameras. I looked all around. I couldn't see nothing. So they must have been like those really, really tiny cameras that you can't see. Those like fiber optic cameras. So I went down to the store, and I bought myself a camera detector device. And I came back home, and I went all over my bar, every single inch of my bar. It took me all damn day. And I couldn't even open for my customers because I had to find these cameras. So I lost a whole night of business. That's a whole load of money already gone down the drain because of this nut job is sending me weird cards and watching me. So I just went over every single part of my bar, every single room, and I could not find a single camera. Either the device was broken or there were no cameras. And I thought, what if this person is like some kind of magician or witch? And they can like remotely see into my bar through their mind. Or maybe they're looking out through my eyes. My God, maybe they're doing some kind of astral projection type thing, and they're like projecting themselves into the room or into my body, and they're just looking out through my eyes. And then I started to get the creeps, and it started freaking me out, son. I thought, is this supernatural? Or is the camera detecting device broken? And there actually really are cameras here. And then I heard a knock at the door, and I started freaking out. I thought, who's at my door? Is this the psycho themselves? And I pulled back the curtain, and I looked around, and it was the mailman. So I opened the door. It wasn't the regular mailman. This was like a special delivery mailman. And he gave me a box. And I opened that box with trepidation. I opened that box. I opened it up, and inside was another box of chocolates. And I thought, these chocolates are probably poison. I'll probably eat one of these and I'm going to die. And I thought I would be a fool, a damn fool, if I ate any of these chocolates, because they're probably full of damn poison. But reason dictates that I should have listened to my own advice. But I really like chocolate, and I can't resist it. If there's a box of chocolates around, I have to eat them. Even if they belong to someone else, I gotta eat them. I can't resist. So I just opened that box up and I started eating all the chocolates in one go and made myself feel really sick. And they were really nasty. They tasted really great. And after I finished them, I thought, am I gonna die? Am I gonna die now from poison? And I didn't die. The chocolates were fine, which surprised me. I thought they were gonna be laced with something, but they weren't. And then the next day, I received another box of chocolates. And I bit into the first one, and it was disgusting. I bit into that chocolate, and it was full of blood. Jesus, son, there were blood, there were goddamn blood chocolates. I opened up every one. I got a knife, and I cut every single chocolate open, and there was just blood inside every single one. This when alarm bells started to really ring in my head now. Some psycho keeps sending me cards and sending me chocolates. Now they're sending me blood inside chocolates. And they're watching me. Could this be some kind of revenge for something I've done to someone? I mean, I crossed a lot of people throughout my life, so it could be. It could be goddamn anyone, son. I don't know. Then I looked underneath the box, and there were all some kind of witchcraft symbols that had been scribbled on the back. And, oh crap! I'm the target of someone into witchcraft. Did I cross a witch at some point? I don't know. I hope I didn't. I decided to look outside my bar to see who might be there, and I went to the door, and then I got some kind of goddamn electric shock, son. Well, my door was goddamn electrified. So I went to the back door, and the same thing happened. And the window was electrified too. The whole goddamn every single wall was electrified. Somehow I couldn't see any wires coming from anywhere. It's just my whole damn bar was electrified, and I was a prisoner inside. I could not get out. So this person was now keeping me a prisoner completely. And then swirling green smoke suddenly started to appear on the chair next to my fire. And what the hell is going on here, son? I just watched, and the smoke just kind of dispersed, and there was a little box on the chair. So I went over, and I foolishly opened it up, because I should have just left it alone, because it could be anything. But I just opened that box up, and inside was a snow globe. A snow globe. And I looked at that snow globe, and I realized the building inside the snow globe was a replica of my bar. And I shook it so I could see the snow. There was no damn snow. Instead, this little thunderstorm started playing inside the snow globe. With all this thunder and lightning inside there. And then the lightning struck my bar, and my bar burst into flames. And then it burned down to nothing. And then the snow globe just disappeared into thin air. So I guess that's a warning. Now I'm being told whoever's doing this to me, whoever's doing this witchcraft on me, they intend to destroy my bar, where I probably would be inside. Because they've trapped me in here, electrified the place so I can't escape, and they were going to burn down my bar. And then I heard this cackling laugh outside. Sickening, twisted laugh. And I suddenly heard footsteps running across the ceiling. All these footsteps, masses of footsteps, running back and forth. So I don't know who was up there, or whether it was just some kind of trick. And I heard all the footsteps come running down the stairs, and there was 15 goblins. Goblins in my bar. I didn't know goblins were real. I think that was just in the movies, but they were real. They were here. 15 goblins all surrounded me. I thought they're gonna murder me. They're gonna just tear me to shreds or eat me or something. And I said, "Have you come to kill me?" And then they all started laughing and looking at each other and nodding. And I thought, "Is that the nod of yes? You're gonna kill me?" And they said, "No, we're not gonna kill you." They said, "Our mistress is going to burn your bar to the ground, and she wants you to burn inside with her. And she said, we can come and watch. They come here to watch me die." And I said, "Well, won't you burn to death too?" And then they all laughed, and they said, "No." They said, "No, we're fire goblins. So we're indestructible." They said, "We're fireproof. So fire can't harm us. So even if the whole place burns down with me inside, they'll be fine. They can just watch." And they started to get out the old chairs, and as if it was some kind of show. They got out all these 15 chairs, and some of them even had popcorn and sodas. And they just all sat down, chatting amongst themselves, and they were really looking forward to watching me die. I can't believe this. And they said they can't wait. And one of them looked at me and he said, "You should not have crossed our mistress." I said, "Well, who is your mistress? I don't know who she is. I don't know who I have crossed." One of them asked, "Can he have my hat?" Because he likes my style of a hat. And he said, "It's going to burn anyway, so I might as well give it to you." I said, "You son of a bitch, I'm not giving you my hat. If you want a hat, you go buy a hat. You're not going to have my hat. If I'm going to burn to death, my hat is going to burn with me. You're not going to have my damn hat." And he thought I was being selfish. Goddamn some bitch thought I was being selfish. Or they're going to sit there and watch me burn. And I heard that laugh again. That laugh outside, and I thought, that sounds familiar. I'm sure I've heard that somewhere recently. And then there was another swirl of green smoke. And this time, the witch herself appeared right in front of me in the green smoke. And she had yellow and black rotten teeth and a knife. And she said, "I told you I would find you. I would find you." This is the crazy lady with the knife who tried to kill me in my neighbor's house several weeks ago. She was a witch. She was a witch this whole time. I didn't realize she was a witch. So my neighbor actually hired a witch to try and get his revenge on me. I said, "Is this the continuation of my neighbor's attempted revenge?" And she said, "No, this has nothing to do with the neighbor. It's nothing to do with the neighbor at all. It's nothing to do with your neighbor. This is my personal business." And she told me that we had met before, long ago. And I thought, I don't recognize you. I don't remember this woman at all. I don't remember crossing her in any way, but she said I did. I think she was making it up. I thought she just wanted to just try and carry on. I thought she didn't get to kill me in my neighbor's house, and she's probably sore about it, and she wanted to follow through and do it now. I thought, I don't believe that I've crossed her in the past. And then she told me she had a different face. because she was wearing some kind of glamour, and she made herself look different when I knew her in the past. And I said, what did I do to you? And she said, you bastard. You should know. You should remember. I said, how can I remember what I've done to you if you've got a different face? So I don't know your name. You have a different face. So how can I remember what I've done to you? And she said, I should still know. and I should be sorry for what I've done. And she wants me to tell her what I've done and be sorry for it. I said, but I don't recognize you. I don't know who you are. So how can I be sorry? And how can I tell you what I've done? And she just looked at me and she said, you cruel bastard. And she told me that she can't wait to see me burn. And she suddenly clicked her finger, and then my bar caught fire. And then she started to laugh, her sickening laugh. And then she got hold of a knife, and then she just stood there making stabbing motions in the air, looking at me with this wild, insane look on her face. And she told me if I say I'm sorry, I get to live. And maybe I should have just said sorry. Maybe that would have just kind of made sense, so I could survive. But I thought, I'm not going to say sorry when I don't know what I have done. It's a matter of principle, son. It's a matter of pride, even if I burn. So I refused. I shook my head and I said, no, I'm not going to say sorry, because I don't know what I've done. And then she told me, well, that's my choice. And then she said, enjoy the flames. And then she vanished into thin air. And then all the goblins laughed, and they all started to clap. And they said this is one of the best shows they've ever been to. And they said their mistress lets them go to all kinds of events with her. They said their mistress likes to burn down a lot of people's establishments with them inside, and she lets them watch all the time. They're sick. She's sick. Oh my God. So I got out the fire extinguisher and I started trying to put out flames, and it didn't work. Because they were magic flames, goddamn. They were magic flames, so nothing could put them out. The fire just spread all the way along the rest of my bar, and then along the back door, and all around. And suddenly the whole of the downstairs of my bar was in flames. So I ran up the stairs, and the goblins, they were hoping I was just going to stand there and burn, but the goblins, they just followed me up the stairs, laughing, munching away on their popcorn. And everywhere I turned, flames came out of the floor. I was blocked everywhere, so I had to go up into my loft. And I could hear that witch's laugh echoing all around me. And she said, this is what I deserve for being an asshole. As I climbed up into my loft, the goblins were already there waiting for me. And they were sat in their chairs. There were already chairs up in my loft. And the goblins were just all sat there, munching the popcorn. And then they all started to clap. It was near the end of the show. And they were waiting for the big finale where I burned. What's the matter with these goblins? They just want to watch my demise. As the flames rose higher and higher through the building. So with my whole bar being electrified, what the witch didn't realize was I had a huge hole in my roof, which I've been meaning to repair, which I haven't bothered with. So I managed to get a stepladder and climb out through that hole. As soon as I stepped onto the roof, I started being electrified. And so I just had to jump. I fell down and I got down, nearly fractured my ankles as I hit the ground. And I just ran off down the street. And I could hear the goblins going boo, 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 that I'd escaped because they wanted to watch my end. They wanted to watch me burn in the bar. and I'd taken away their entertainment, and they were not pleased. So I waited until sundown, and I came back, and I discovered that my bar was intact. I thought I was going to find it burned to ashes, but it was still there, intact. I very carefully touched my front door, and I didn't get electrocuted. It was fine. It was no longer electrified. So I opened the door and I slowly stepped inside. And I looked all around. No goblins, no fire damage, no witch. And I thought, I think maybe I should pack a bag and leave town. And I thought that would be cowardly. And I'm no damn coward, so I'm not going to run from this witch. If she comes back to me again, I'm going to face her on my own turf, in my bar. I'm not going to run from this witch. If she wants to have it out with me, then she can come here and try and fight me again. Even if I die. At least I'll die in my own bar. And then a card suddenly came through my door, right through the mail slot, and I opened it up, and it was from the witch. And it said, "You win." Right. And then it said, "Please turn over." So I slowly turned the card over, and it said, "This time. And then we'll meet again." Oh, great. So she's going to come back and try to kill me again. Well, I'll be waiting for her. Maybe I should start studying witchcraft. Maybe I should try and find some witches and get them to teach me some magic so I can take her out. Maybe I should. I told you I would find you.